Bolthar says, what got you to be so persistently passionate about Pantheon for so many years? Was it meeting Brad? That's an excellent question. Meeting Brad was a part of it, but certainly not all of it. Now, again, I mean, kind of tying it back into what we were talking about earlier, what originally got me interested in the game was the tenets and the Pantheon Difference. Again, because that was something that, you know, I read and I was like, wow, this is what I have been looking for in an MMO. Like, this is something that I'm interested in. Like, I want to play this game, and I want to support it to help it happen. You know, so that was what got the ball rolling, but what kept the ball rolling, yeah, was getting to know the devs better as time went on and kind of understanding their passion and their drive for a game like this. Like it's something, and just their absolute just dedication to doing it right was pleasantly surprising to me. It was kind of refreshing. Like, it was something that I hadn't really seen a lot of other studios do with that amount of care, you know. And that it's infectious, to be honest. And that was kind of solidified when I had a chance to meet them in person. Yes, you know, Brad was certainly there and he's a big part of that, but it wasn't just Brad. You know, I if it was just Brad that that made me so convinced that this is a project worth pursuing, then, you know, I probably wouldn't still be here, because unfortunately he passed away. It really was meeting everybody else on the team as well, and seeing that they all had that same level of dedication that Brad did. And there's just something, it's just indescribable. I wish everybody had the opportunity to meet them and talk to them to the extent that I did at the conventions that they've been to. You know, when you can really just like look somebody in the eye and connect with them, you look at things a lot differently than just listening to them talk in a video. You know, when you can actually ask them questions and get an immediate response, and you can see it in their face, and it all comes back to that, just the grit that they have as a team, knowing that, you know, that they believe so deeply that what they're doing is something that's worth doing, and that they are committed to learning from their mistakes and just overcoming whatever obstacles come their way to get the job done. I know that is the single most defining factor of someone's success. And, you know, if I really had to put a pin in it, that would be it. I mean, obviously there's a whole bunch of other things that play into that and support that. You know, I wish I could just download my entire experience and everything that I've learned throughout these years and have you just instantly understand where I'm coming from. I do my best to convey it, but it really is, it's just my personal experience. in all the time that I've spent looking into it. But yeah, if we really had to kind of like summarize it succinctly, my elevator pitch for why I still persistently follow this game so much is because it's just incredibly clear to me that they have the personal integrity and perseverance that is needed to see it through to fruition and to reach that goal that they have laid out, where the Joppa is describing, that he explained so well at the end of this video, that I'm very confident that they will get there and that it will be worth it when they do. Again, I make no claims about being able to predict when that will happen or what will happen along the way. You know, I can't see the future, but I'm confident enough in that they will see it through, and I want to be here when they do. You know, I want to be able to look back at this video whenever that is in the future. We can come back to this watch party, and see the journey. You know, I think it. I think that will be an incredible story that needs to be told when they do that. Like, I just think about how incredible that is, and the unlikely circumstances that they've had to overcome, in order to just do something that they felt was worth doing. Like, that's just a very human experience that I think can apply to a lot of different things that needs to be celebrated. Just even when, you know, very few people believed in them, and people saying you're never gonna finish this game. It's vaporware. You guys are scammers. Blah blah blah. You get all this like noise online, but yet they continue. And when things go poorly and they make huge mistakes, or they have just really unfortunate, unforeseen things that happen to them, whatever the case may be, they trudge on. And I just think it's just fascinating. It's like, it's just as purely an observer standpoint. Just watching that unfold, I think it's such a rare opportunity that it's like, how could I not be captivated by that and want to continue watching? Like, it's like the craziest drama. Like, what's gonna happen next? The development process of Pantheon has been so wild. It's like, that's why I'm hooked. Thorndeep says, one journey to step into Pantheon and a whole new journey begins. I like that. That's well said, because it's true. You know, Pantheon's development has been a long journey. There's no denying that. It's been a fantastic journey. And yeah, that's really what it is. It's to me, it's not about just the destination. It's not just about asking when's launch going to be. When's launch? Why can't you guys give a launch date? You know, launch, and getting so focused on the endpoint. You know, it really is about the journey and not the destination. That's why I want to play Pantheon, but that's also why I'm engaged in the development of it, is because I think it's really healthy to not get so hung up on long-term goals, but to be able to break things down into shorter-term goals too, and maintain the proper perspective and just focus on what's going on right now, you know, or in the immediate future, not getting too hung up on long-term things that you can't predict. That I think that really, I think, kind of encapsulates what has that perspective is what has allowed me to stay sane through all this. And yeah, it's hard, but it is possible to maintain that perspective about it being more about the journey than the destination.